Hi everyone, good morning. It's Margaret Manning here. Welcome to 60 and Me. Hope you're doing great this morning. Welcome to a brand new day. I got up really early this morning. The birds woke me up about 5 o'clock, and I really love that when I've had enough sleep and I get up early, meditate for a little while, have a cup of tea or two, and just reflect on the day. And I really appreciate these early mornings now. So I don't know about you. Are you a early morning person or a late night night owl? Anyway, here we are on a brand new day, so I hope you've got some fun things planned. And I've got my lemon ginger tea. It's one of my favorite teas. I actually like lemon ginger this way, and I often make it with a tea bag, lemon ginger, and then I just put some extra ginger in and a little bit of honey, and it's just such a nice drink. I just love it. So I hope you're having a nice cup of tea or coffee with me this morning. Maybe you've got something else you're drinking, some juice or a smoothie. Oh, do you know, the other day I bought some cranberry juice, and I'd forgotten how good that was and how healthy it is for you. And also, I bought some pomegranate juice. It's hard to find, but I saw it in the shop and I thought, wow, I'll try it. It's very beautiful. And I mix it with mineral water, which is some sparkling water. And it's just a really nice afternoon drink. So that's my juice discoveries this week. But maybe you've got some favorites that you'd like to share as well. And so, I was thinking today when I woke up early about, I don't know, I don't mean to make this sound funny, but my legacy, kind of what I'm going to leave behind and what I've got that I've offered to other people. And I was thinking particularly about grandchildren and what are the things you'd want to teach them or to leave them with? What would be that video if you were going to do a video to your grandchildren? What would you say to remind them about living a good life? And one of our bloggers, Terry Arts, wrote a story called An Open Letter to My Grandchildren, 10 Things I Want Them to Know. And I read it again today, and I really thought it was a great reminder, not just for grandchildren. It's almost like you could read these things that you want them to know for yourself or for any child in your life or any person in your life. It's just, I just thought her article was really comprehensive and thought-provoking. So I want to share it with you, and just sit down and relax, and I'll see whether it resonates with you on any level and gives you a start to the day that's positive. So anyway, the first thing she says are, live life on your own terms. This is advice that she would give to her grandkids, but I'm saying this really to me or to any of our friends or other children in our lives, would be our nephews or our nieces. It's really important that we encourage young people to live life on their own terms. Embrace everything that's unique about you. Don't feel that anything that is different about you is a shortcoming or a negative thing. Just to embrace you, embrace your beautiful self just as you are. There's going to be a life purpose and meaning that will evolve, that will emerge for you, but it's really important I think, to encourage grandkids and ourselves that we should just embrace our beautiful, flawed self. Nothing's perfect, for sure. Decide what's important and then do it. Don't have any excuses. The next thing she says is, whatever you do, throw your heart into it. And that's so true. You may experience in life, the things that seem a little bit odd, like why would I want to do that? What's the point of that? But if you really love to do it, just throw your whole heart into it and give it every single ounce of energy. She says, don't hold back on love, relationships, work, or community. Give it your all. I love that advice. Just give it your all. Just own it and go for it. I love that. Take the brakes off, she says. Embrace your life and just live it with that intensity. Another thing that Terry reminds us is, well, no matter what happens to you, take responsibility for it. Even if it's not really your fault, just take responsibility for a situation and try, if you can, to help to resolve it. Take control and help to design the future. I think that's really, really important to maybe if it wasn't even something that you did or that you have any responsibility for directly, but if you can help, that's good advice. Do it. Another thing she suggests is to recommend to your grandchildren or to your friends is to be a lifelong learner. Don't give up that curious spirit that you have as a child. You're so curious about everything, asking why and where and how and when and what. You just want to know everything. And the advice is really just to keep that spirit of wonder, and just live with it every single second of your day, of your life. Find new ways of doing things. And always, like walk a different way to work, or do something a little bit differently, and just take chances, because that's where you find the answers. And they may not be the answers that you started off asking, to the questions that you didn't start off asking. They're just ways that you discover new things about yourself, push the limits, and just be a lifelong learner. And I know in our community we have lots of women who love to read, and I know that reading for me has always been my source of learning, but also discovery. So I think that's a super good piece of advice. And again, Terry also mentions to hang out with people who are lifelong learners. You just got choose friends who are going to inspire you and not bring you down. Don't choose toxic friends. Let them go. Another thing is, she reminds us to remind our grandchildren that there are beautiful people everywhere. There might be people that upset you or say things in your life that are going to make you feel sad and feel less than you are. Maybe they'll be criticizing you or calling you names or whatever. But just know that they are not the majority. They are the minority, and that there are beautiful people everywhere. There are amazing people everywhere you go, and kind of make it a project in life to find them, and to explore the world with them, and know that that's the most people are kind and want to be helpful. Don't let those bad people that put you down think that they are the people that are going to be with you always. They're not your choice. So that's important. I think that some people will take longer to get to know than others. And sometimes love will grow slowly. You may really care about somebody, you may really like them or love them, but it may take a little time for those feelings to grow. So I think that's another piece of advice, to be patient with others, to be patient with people that you care about, and let them come to you in their time as well. Another thing that Terry reminds us is that feelings are mutual. A relationship starts with feelings, and then it's kind of like happiness and being close to a friend that you really like. It just happens almost magically. You just get this kind of buzz. You just know that that's a person you're going to get on with, who's going to just bring out the best in you. And I think that's advice is great for grandkids and young people, to to not expect everyone to like you, to know that relationships work both ways. And you may really like someone, you may really want to be their friend, and they don't, and that's okay. It's okay to just, be excited about where the relationship takes you, and to find, where on that spectrum it exists. I mean, you may end up really wanting someone to be a close friend, and they may just want to be an acquaintance. And then you get to choose whether you want that person in your life at that place they want to give. So relationships work both ways. That's important advice. Another thing that she says, another sort of quality to teach your grandchildren and younger people is, know that you should expect the best in life. Always look with a positive, glass half full state of mind. It may not always be what you want. You may not get what you hope for or what you expect, but always expect the best, hope for the best. And then it's kind of like shooting for the stars, and if you don't get to the furthest planet, you'll be in the stars. It's just always aim high. That's a really, really good piece of advice. Another thing that she suggests that we tell our grandkids and children is to laugh often, to laugh frequently. Just don't take it all that seriously. I just read on one of my friends on Facebook, it was a quote that she gave. I think I remembered. It was Sheryl Sandberg. It was a quote that was forwarded from her, the woman who works CEO for Facebook. She lost her husband in an accident just a year or so ago, and she's been really doing a lot to influence positivity, and especially with her kids, because she of course had to deal with their loss as well as her own. But she said that she learned this lesson from her child when her son lost a football game. And she was so kind of upset, saying, "Oh, never mind, it'll get better, everything's gonna be fine." And he said, "Mom, it's like sixth grade football, like it's not that big a deal." That's the wisdom of kids. Back to you, is he just said, "Hey, Mom, it's just a game. I mean, just laugh at it, laugh at your mistakes. If you don't succeed, have a laugh. That can bring you through sadness in big time." So that's another piece of advice. One more thing that Terry reminds us we should remind children is, don't forget nature. We all stay in our little worlds these days. We're on computers, we're inside, we're gaming, whatever these young people want to be doing. There's a lot of sort of screens involved with our lives: television, iPads, television, or phones, and it's just going to keep getting more interesting. But just don't forget nature. Remind your grandkids and children to know that there's a power in nature that can nourish you, and there's a power in nature that connects us. And so just to get out there into nature, appreciate it, explore it, discover it, and also look at the smart things that happen in nature, how animals survive in their world, and learn from them. So appreciating nature is another piece of advice. Finally, I think this is wonderful advice for grandkids and for us all. Make the world a better place. Whatever you can do to make it a better place, find a way. If it's just simply recycling, taking care of the planet that way, being kind to people, teaching someone a skill, or helping someone who doesn't have a skill, someone that needs your help physically, someone that could emotionally benefit from what you've got to offer. It's just that message that you've got something to give. So make the world a better place. It's a really sweet article. It's a beautiful reminder of what messages we can give to our grandchildren and to those that are dear to us. 10 things to remember. Thanks, Terry, for writing that. I was really moved by it. So, it's good advice for us all. So, hope you found it useful and positive, and that some of those little reminders trickled through and are going to take you into your day. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Get out into nature. I'm going to go for a walk in a minute. That's one of my daily routines, and hope you do the same. And I think my question for you would just to be a continuation of this story. And that is, what are the messages that you would like to remind young people in your life? What are some of the messages that you'd like to remind young people in your life? Look forward to this conversation. Please leave your thoughts and feedback below. And join in, talk to each other, like you always do. I love it. Just talk to one another, like and share, and just give advice, share your experience, and know that you are treasured and loved, and that I just have so much respect for all of you, what you're doing in this crazy world. It's powerful. Okay, so take very, very good care of yourselves. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you all back here again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.